The pick is in.
The Minnesota Wild have made a selection in the 2024 NHL Draft. I'm Gil Martin, and we are joined by Seth Tupel from Locked On Wild to talk about the Wild selection of Zeev Buium with the 12th pick, presented by Indeed. There is no I in team, but there is one in Indeed, and that's the hiring platform you need to build yours. To upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/lockedon. So, Seth, how excited are you about this trade to grab Zeev Buium?
Gil, I am buzzing right now. This is just, I don't think there was a better scenario in how this could have played out for the Minnesota Wild. It was kind of their path all along, was that they were hoping that one of these defensemen would drop to them at 13. But I mean, Zeev Buium was expected to go in right around like the 5 range, 5 or 6. And the fact that he slid, it could not have worked out any better for the Wild. And it's a minimal return. You know, they trade a 2025 third-round pick to go hop up one spot and ensure themselves the possibility of being able to pair him with Brock Faber as like their go-to defense pairing over the next several years. It's tremendous. Like this is, I could not have envisioned a better scenario playing out for the Wild here tonight. And this is just, it's just a slam dunk. Like he's such a polished prospect, was one of the best players on the Denver team this past year. And every single tool you look for, he has. I cannot believe that this is how this played out.
What is it about? I mean, you talk about his tool set. What stands out the most to you that made him one of the top defensemen in this year's draft?
I just love the fact that he is such a bulldog out there. Like if he has control of the puck, good luck trying to take it away from him. And it's funny because I just am going through scenarios in my head of like the things that he does lining up with what Brock Faber does. And it's funny to me because all the different scenarios that I looked at for this pick, this was probably the one that I looked at the least. Like I just didn't think it was a scenario that would play out this way, and it's going to be so much fun.
How far off do you think he is from joining the big club?
So it sounds like he's going to head back to Denver for this upcoming season, and beyond that, a kid like Buium, you're talking maybe a year of AHL play before he hops up to the NHL roster. But honestly, it wouldn't shock me at all if the moment he is done, like look at the path that Brock Faber took. The moment he was done with school, he hopped right on the NHL roster. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest if Zeev Buium does the same thing.
All right. Well, for more on Zeev Buium, let's get an inside look on his path to the NHL.
Is Zeev Buium the 2024 NHL Draft's best left shot defenseman, or is he just another undersized puck mover? I'm Hadi Kalakash from Locked On NHL Prospects, ready to give you the breakdown. Buium's a 6-foot, 180-pound left shot defenseman who played for the University of Denver in the NCAA. He averaged 26 minutes a night as a freshman and scored 50 points in 42 games. Keep in mind, the NCAA is as close to a men's league as you can get. What makes Zeev Buium the real deal is his combination of vision and composure. He can handle 6'4" forecheckers closing down on him hard, all while he keeps his cool, keeps his head up, and finds a smart outlet. And he's great defensively. He defends the rush extremely well. He boxes out the net front hard, and he always finds an outlet for pressure on retrievals. The more I watch Zeev Buium, the more I see glimpses of Josh Morrissey. If he can add some muscle, maybe work on his edge work a bit, there's a chance he becomes a top pair defenseman. For more on Buium and all things NHL Draft, follow and subscribe to Locked On NHL Prospects on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
And for continuing coverage of the 2024 NHL Draft, subscribe to Locked On NHL on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.